Hello, today we're doing a review of what I call my eBay purchase speed holster. Now this one was obviously, from what I could see, made in China. Absolutely no branding information other than World Shoot Model 2. I don't know if you can see that at all. Maybe not. I don't know. Too dark. With it being a knockoff version of what I've seen online as the race speed holster, and I'm guessing race competition is the manufacturer. Could be wrong on that. It's been a while since I looked at it because I was looking at ones to compare for cheaper versions. Obviously, when you get this one, it has no directions. It has a bunch of spare parts, but it's all plastic except for this rod and obviously the screws. I've set this one up for my Taurus G2C, which is a 9mm that's allowed in the entry stages or your minor league version of the 3-gun competition. And if I got it in lock. This here is the unlock position. This is the lock position. This is supposed to make it harder or impossible to remove from the holster. Even in this position, kind of holds it. And I have a full mag here, just to give you an idea. The gun will be unsafe. I will not be chambering it. Even with that, it holds it in place. And obviously when you put it in the lock, it becomes really hard to remove, and that takes a lot of intended pull, which is much harder than this. This is obviously easier, the unlock position, to remove. And again, when you have an unlock position, I would say normal activity, your gun should never fall out. And it takes a lot of pull to actually start to get it to pull out. You can pull it out because obviously it's plastic, something is going to give in way. But as far as, you trip and fall, pretty safe to say it's going to hold it in place. And if you go rolling down a mountainside, it's probably going to fall out. So I'm going to say at least for a year or two, this should hold up pretty well. I'm going to be utilizing it consistently as I can, going to a gun range and shooting it where I can, this here is allowed as a holster. Giving it some sort of abuse, actually doing the whole forcing the pull, even with it in the locked position, just to ensure how long it can take that abuse. Now again, I have no directions for it, so it took me about an hour to set it up for this gun. I even tested it to set it up for my 45, which is a Ruger P90, a much larger gun, and it only comes down to about here. So I can still get a really large frame gun with like some sort of a barrel extension or something before I start running out of room. I don't know if it would be safe to say to utilize this as its sole lock. I've seen some speed holster where literally this doesn't exist and all you have is that, and basically it's held in place by a trigger. Pretty certain that they work. Obviously all of those are CNC machines, so obviously it's not to allow any give where plastic can give when you go to force the pull. Pretty certain aluminum probably could, but you're just going to have to pull very hard when it's in the locked position for them. This here costed about $30 with shipping. I'm happy with it for now. And again, we're going to have to go through the future, giving it some sort of abuse, testing it, lots of pulls, just pull and set, pull and set, pull and set. And hopefully within 6 months to a year, I'll have a review. Hopefully it'll be a year, which means in any case it's probably good. If I'm talking to you about this in less than 6 months, it means this thing has failed somehow.